promise of filming a little bit more. It is Monday. Thankfully, Mondays are quite meeting free for me, so I haven't got meetings until 2 p.m. I'm intermittent fasting, but some days you just need to bring joy in your life with food. So I'm gonna make some toast and potentially have some pistachio cream on it, which is really bad, I know, because I'm basically trying to lose weight again. I did almost 10 kilos weight loss ahead of the wedding, but I've regained like 4, which isn't actually that bad. And I feel like 4 kilos, to lose it again, is actually quite manageable. But things like pistachio cream do not help the situation. We are going to go for a walk after work. The plan was to actually run again with Dave whilst we walk Milo, but TBC. Tomorrow I'm starting work early at 8, and then I'm hopefully going to finish at 4 because we are going to pick up a new dining table. So it's exactly the same dining table from Neptune, but it's an extendable version because this table here is actually a 4-person table, but we try and squeeze 6 people on. It was half price from a store in Chesham. So I immediately bought that because they're usually like, I don't know, 2,000 plus, because it's like a solid wood table. You can repaint it, it'll last for years. So it's really expensive, but I'm trying to sell this one and nobody wants it. I'm like, that is an absolute steal for £450. Usually they're about 1,300. Until I get that sold, we're gonna have 2 dining tables. I don't know where we're gonna put it. This is the sort of crap that unfortunately my husband has to deal with. I like preparing for the future, and having an extendable table means that we can potentially have up to, well, it's technically an 8-person table, but if it's anything like this table here, we can probably squeeze in another 2. So yeah, that is my Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, going into London. I'm just gonna make myself some toast now. I love this bread. It's just so nice. I like to think it's healthy because it's multi-seed bloomer. Well, we don't really buy proper bread in our normal food shop. If we are gonna buy bread, it's gonna be sourdough, because trying to eat healthier, sourdough is healthier for you than normal bread, less crap in the ingredients. But I just love this. Good source of fibre, it says, and no preservatives. So do I believe it? I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna have that for a quick breakfast. It's Tuesday. I started work really early today because we're finishing at 4, hopefully, to go and pick up our new dining table. So we are going all the way to somewhere called Chesham, which is like northwest of London. We're driving there at around 4 to pick it up. Thank God it can fit in our car. So I rang the store because I wanted the table. I rang them and I said, oh, we're gonna try, and they asked me whether I plan to kind of bring a van or is someone gonna pick it up on our behalf, and I said no, me and my husband will come with our car. And their response was, there is no way it's gonna fit in your car. And I was thinking, but I checked the measurements and I checked the measurements of our car and it can actually fit. And it really put doubt in my own measurement. We just wanted to be double sure, and we tried putting our current table in our boot and it fits perfectly fine. So we don't need to hire a van, which is such a saving in itself because it's about 100 quid usually to hire a van. I'm just glad that we can just do it with our own car. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Work, I've been mega productive in the first 2 hours, and I'm probably gonna have an early lunch. So yeah, all in all, a good day. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch, maybe scrambled eggs on toast, TBC. So I've got sourdough with a bit of cream cheese, scrambled eggs, smoked salmon, and some dill sprinkled on top and some pepper. The reason why this is, to be honest, this is quite a big lunch for me, is because obviously we're going to be quite late when we get back home after picking up the table. So yeah, I'm going to quickly eat this in the living room watching a bit of TV. This is one of the perks of working from home because I tend to find that I eat a lot healthier being at home. I don't tend to sit and watch TV all the time for lunch, but today I am, and I've got This Morning on with Boy George. That is actually delicious. I And the eggs are so good. I tend to do a lunchtime garden check as well, just to see if all the plants are all happy and well watered. This is one of my favourite salvias. It smells of like orange blossom. So whenever you walk past, or like Milo walks past, you get a waft of a really, really nice kind of orange blossom smell.
Next flower.
We ended up getting stuck in traffic on the way to the Chesham store, but the lovely girls there ended up staying past their work hours to help us with our table, which we're so grateful for. We've just got back from a very, very long journey. So we left here about 3 and it's now 7:30. Was it worth it? I think so. So we are now going to move our existing table, because we still haven't sold it. We're going to move it into the garage and then take the new table out of our boot, which fit, and then bring it in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the new table. I'm actually filming much later in the week, but as you can see, it's exactly the same size when it's not extended. Different colour though. I guess it'll be good to give you some context as to why the chairs aren't finished, but ultimately we were gonna paint every single chair in this colour, but it actually took a long time to sand the chairs, prime them, fix them as well, because some of them were broken. They were all secondhand, but like really good quality secondhand chairs, and we love them. It's just finding the time to actually update the colour, because we're made a lazy. But our old table is a honed slate colour, so this colour, but I actually really like this one. It's kind of like a warmish white. And I guess with our new extension, I was thinking of painting the entire kind of kitchen a different colour. Yeah, all of our walls around the house are all white, and that's largely because we've always been in limbo about moving. And obviously when you kind of have the house on sale, it's always good to have quite neutral walls. But with the extension, I think we're going to be a bit more brave with colour, and just around the house actually when we redecorate. So that's going to be a big change. Going back to the table, that main difference on this one is obviously this join. So basically there's a mechanism underneath the table where you can pull both ends and then it opens up, and you can add basically these 2 leaves in the middle. And essentially we tried it and we can definitely fit 10 people. So really happy with this. But the next challenge for us is to sell our old table and get rid of that really. Good morning. I'm just walking to the train station now. Annoyingly, it's raining. Was not prepared for that. It's meant to be like really warm today, so I'm not sure what all this is about. I'm gonna just get the train, and I think this time I'm gonna do a slightly different route to work and see if that's better than getting the bus, and then grab a coffee on the way. I'm a little bit late. I got the slightly later train, but we'll see what time I get in with this new route. turned 6. I actually left work a little bit early, but I only ended up getting back home like an hour before I was meant to, so it was a bit crazy. Today was a half day at work this morning, and then I had a work lunch with Pinterest, which lasted about 2 hours, I think. Got into work about 9:30, got a matcha on the way, and I did work until about 11:30, 12ish. And then I made my way to somewhere called Monmouth Kitchen for lunch with a few other team members and Pinterest. I know it sounds very nice going for a lunch, but it's not it's like a business lunch. Everyone talks about business. You need to have your brain switched on. I had to talk about, like, I don't know, performance and, you know, opportunities and things like that. So yes, it was very nice. I didn't really get to take that many pictures, but I had beef carpaccio for a starter. I actually had that last week and I just remembered how much I enjoy it, so I had it again. I had cacio e pepe for a main, and then no desserts. I just stuck with the coffee. And then that was about 2:30 when we finished, 2:30, 3ish. I quickly popped into Zara to make a return and then made my way home. How typical is that? It was really, really sunny and warm here, and it wasn't as nice in London until a lot later in the day. Hence the frizzy hair from all the rain. So yeah, that was my day today. I am actually really tired, but we are going to go walk Milo quickly, and then I need to come home and do some work because I didn't really get much to do actual work this afternoon. So I'm going to do that and probably make quite a quick and easy dinner. So yeah, that's the plan. You ready for walkies? You ready for walkies? Hot dog Milo with his suspicious looking toy. Just finished walking Milo, and then we're gonna head home and make dinner. Guys, it is Thursday today. I woke up quite early this morning. It was quite an early start because there is just so much on. It's not actually unusual for this time of year because it's just in the lead up to Q3. So yeah, woke up early, absolutely groggy, was not feeling today. So I got a bit dressed up more than usual. So I've got my earrings on. I've got like a black, can't really see it, but it's like quite a flowy dress. Yeah, just, I guess, experiencing the little joy. So I don't really have too much planned today outside of the ordinary. We had lunch quickly together and I've got a few meetings this afternoon, but I might pop into town to grab like a coffee or, I don't know, maybe a Starbucks. Yeah, it's all about a little joy. So dressing up, putting on a bit of makeup. I also made myself a little lunch dessert, which isn't, well, it wasn't really dessert, it was a healthy dessert. So yeah, made it look all pretty. It makes a difference, you know. So yeah, mood has definitely improved from this morning. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight? We are having like an Indian inspired meal. So we had this last week as well, and we're quite obsessive. So something tastes good that we tried that's new, we'll have it again and again until we get bored of it. It's like a mango chicken with rice, like wild rice. I think we're having it with some poppadoms on the side, some mango chutney, and yeah, it's gonna be quite a quick dinner. We've got the last episode of Ginny and Georgia. We have absolutely rinsed the entire series. What else? I think that's it, to be honest, for today. So just a normal day. I actually finished on time, 5 p.m, which is a first. So I am now gonna go and get my coffee that I wanted to get earlier today. So it's a little bit late, but it's a treat nonetheless. So I'm gonna quickly go and grab probably a small frappuccino from Starbucks and then come back home. Dave will probably be finished by work at that point. To be honest, I just want to get some steps in because I was really kind of, you know, when you're itching to like walk at lunch, but I couldn't because it was raining. So that's what I'm going to do. I have the black kind of dress on with my denim jacket, probably a bit too warm for denim jacket, but I've also got these fancy earrings on. I say they're fancy, they're not fancy, they're very affordable, but they look fancy. They're from Mango. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. See you guys on the other side. Got quite a low fat option. Sugar-free syrup, caramel frappuccino, no cream, and managed to get to about 2 laps around town, so quite a few steps. We have dinner courtesy of Dave tonight, so we've got some wild rice, poppadoms, mango chutney. Dave, did you make yogurt flatbread again? Yeah. Yes. And then there is chicken, mango chicken under there somewhere. Hopeful for some scraps, as always. Happy Friday. We are about to go to Farnham Pottery. It's like a cafe slash pottery place. To basically go and work from there this lunchtime. So we're going to have like a work and eat type vibe going on. Yeah, I'm happy it's Friday, honestly. The fact that the weather is also amazing has put me in such a good mood. So yeah, we're going to change things up a little bit this Friday. So yeah, excited. We are leaving Milo behind, but it is what it is. He'll be fine for a couple of hours. We gotta leave you, puppy. Father's Day. We've just finished breakfast with my family at Cowdray again. We thought it would be a nice day to come because it's really sunny and it's actually closer to my family than it is for us. So yeah, just finished and walking off all the food. Saturday was a bit uneventful, hence very little filming. It was very much a life admin day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that video gives you an insight into what our normal work week looks like. And yeah, I'll probably do another video on Wednesday actually, but home related. Thanks for watching and hope everyone has had a good weekend.